me. I have all these struggles too, and I am not here to give you an answer or solution because I do not have one. Not yet. That's something you and I have to discover separately on our own paths in our different ways. But I am here to tell you, you are not alone. You may feel like it, but I am here on this earth feeling these things too. Let's run